Alright guys, let me get that game audio up, and there we go. Tweet should have already been made. We should be good. So what's up guys? We all good here in chat? Alright. So let's get started with this. Oh crap, where was I? It was probably this one. Alright. Then I... RIP. Alright. Hopefully you can just sit back, relax with some VN. Oh yeah, so last time a lot happened. I actually went a bit over my usual time, but last time we got our new member, which was Asa, for the Soaring Club, and while there's still issues regarding it being fully recognized as a club by faculty, obviously this Mr. Tobioka dude always interfering in his own way, and one of the things we needed was an advisor, and so Amane, if you guys don't remember, she was a club member from before, and she actually ended up coming back, so now Amane is our new advisor. And that's about the extent of what happened last stream. Along with getting this new place to work with. The shouts and applause of all present echoed throughout the garage. A celebratory drink of juice is shared by all. Hey! That's a great way to start off a stream. Everyone raises their hands and high fives each other. Yeah, high five. We did it! Gosh darn it. We did it! We finally did it! I find myself trembling with excitement. Oh, that's right. Getting qualified was only the first step. Now I've got to work to improve myself. You'll need to get much better if you're to fly a newly designed aircraft. At any rate, Kotori, I guess it's time you step down as president. Are you disappointed? Now that you mention it, I'd rather be club leader than president as well. Bukkatsuyo! We're back. And there's a phone call. Give me a moment, guys. Alright. Come now, we worked over a year to achieve this. Just relax and enjoy the moment.
あまり顔を近づけないでください。おっと、危ないゆるちゃん。そいつの半径1メートル以内に近づいちゃダメよ。
Who exactly do you think people are?
部長なのにいじめられる。ああ、ごめん。盛り上がってるとこ悪いけど。
Hmm?
小鳥、ちょっとお願いなんだけどさ。ああ、みんなも聞いて。何よ、これ私からの提案なんだけど。小鳥、しばらくの間会長のままでいて。はい。
What is this all about?
みんなも同じ。もうしばらく小鳥のことは会長って呼んでほしい。
A question mark appeared above the heads of all but Ageha.
それは叶いませんが。どういう理由でしょう。飛び岡を刺激したくないのよ。
Oh, I see.
飛び岡ソアリング部が復活したってことですごくムカついてると思う。そこでこっちがはしゃいで部長だ部だ正式な部だってアピールしまくったらまさに燃料投下もいいところ。あかりさんも言ってたでしょ。強行に反対する先生がいてまだ職員会議じゃ認められてないって。ああ、つまりソアリング部はまだ本当に復活したとは言えないってこと。
I guess you're right. Everyone's momentary pleasure vanished, and their shoulders sagged. Yes, that.
でも明るい材料もあるわ。反対する先生がいたということはつまり賛成してくれた先生もいた。なるほど。それならまだ希望はあるわ。やったー。今度は絶対に潰されるわけにはいかないの。そのためにもみんな力を貸して。
That's for sure. Thinking back on the scene of the crash from last year, everyone's face stiffened.
だからまず当分の間は活動してることを隠して気づかれないようにしておいた方がいいと思うのね。
Makes sense.
ここを借りてグライダー作ってるのももちろん秘密。知ってる人間が少ない方が嗅ぎつけられにくいから他の人にはできるだけ言わないように。秘密守れる？はーい。まあ当面は地下活動というのは妥当なところだと思います。なんだか楽しいね。否定はしないわ。って私部員になったわけじゃないんだけど。
Well, at any rate, don't get too excited over these secret activities. These underground activities. Just having a secret base like this garage is enough to get people riled up. Adding underground activities to the list will only loosen their tongues further. This is me at my most sincere. First, everyone must take an oath to maintain secrecy. Then we decide on a password. We will quietly communicate our activities through signals. Oh, and don't even think about the old secret base. My parents are hardly fans of that half-broken abandoned building, so say nothing of the goings-on there. We'll communicate in secret before gathering here. Both Ageha and I have experience doing this, so underground activities shouldn't be a problem. Kotori, Asa, and Yoru should be fine as well, but...
わかった。新型グライダーをここで作ってるなんて誰にも言わないぞ。
A damn silence fell over everyone, including myself. The least reliable to consult with in the club. Who could it be?
まあそれはそれとして
Ageha was the first to recover.
活動は活動としてバリバリやっていくわよ。バリバリってなんか古い。気にしたら負け。さあさあみんなこれからたっぷり働いてもらうからね。部長私なんだけど。小さい小さい気にしない。
Ageha flicked her hair back and winked. Oh. As her hair flowed from side to side, I found myself lost in her eyes.
どこ見てんのよ。
Her eyes, of course. Oh my, what's going on?
あれ 感じるんだけど。
Huh? I wonder why.
後でちょっと折檻するね。言葉の意味はわからないけど、なんか怖いです。
Punishment? That was a word known only to us that referred to the consequence of a terrifying game in which the loser is punished. By the way, in the sense that the words are understood between us, the game's contents proceed in severity from ritual suicide to sermon to punishment. Though I kind of have to admit that ritual suicide does sound kind of stupid. The point of punishment is that it only became a game because the words Anchan wrote for us were difficult and cool. Punishment. How nostalgic. Come in, come in, come in!
あれ、先輩がこれからお料理される小豚ちゃんみたいに青くなって震えてるよ。一体何が。わかればよろしい。さて、隠れるとは言っても、みんなにはそれぞれ今まで通りに頑張ってもらうのは変わらないわ。機体製作、FRP 工作、部品入手、気象データの収集にあちこちへの根回しも大変よ。頑張っていかないと。でもやるわよ、私たちの夢のために。
Hey, hey, oh!
私部長。
Well, I suppose it is what it is. The new Soaring Club had begun working quietly, but actively to achieve its goals.
さーてと、
Ageha put her hand and fist together.
気合充填、頑張るぞ。
The dazzling aura emitted by Ageha at this moment was obvious to all. It was overwhelming. Not even Kotori could resist its power. Her energy levels are really off the charts.
そりゃもう今度こそ守るんだから。
The club?
部もここも
Ageha raised both arms in a show of authority.
新しい秘密基地、私たちの遊び場所。昔の秘密基地はなくなっちゃったけど、今度は守るの。そしてみんなで最高のことをやるのよ。
Ageha held her fist out firmly in front of her. It seemed like nothing special, but something hot struck me in the chest with a thud. And then what did I do? What happened? Oh no. And then I what? Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Eat! Eat! Eat as much as you want!
いただきます。いただきます。いただくわ。
Food is a source of power. Eat well, make yourself strong, and get yourself ready to move tomorrow. Eat! Eat more! Eat and eat more! Eat till you burst!
どうしたのみんな。
Summer's here and it's hot!
暑苦しいの方が合ってるっぽいけど。
Don't worry, summer is supposed to be hot.
ああ、いいことあったんだね。おめでとう。ありがとうございます。本当にアイオブザタイガーしてるね。
Eye of the tiger. Let's go. Enough already! Kotori and the rest nodded at my answer. The temperature was clearly different between other students and those of us in the Soaring Club. But that's how it goes! Even after finishing my usual work and returning to my room, I find myself unable to stay still. It's Ageha's fault. She got so excited, it must have rubbed off on me. Dang it! Ageha was absolutely stunning at that moment. Her eyes were dazzling, and her form radiant. Just thinking about it made my eyes close in sweet remembrance. I I must have felt the same thing back then, when nobody could get me off my bike. I refused to be defeated. I began polishing the bike by the wall with a rag. Whether it could be ridden or not was of no concern to me. I just wanted to clean it up a bit. I didn't want to be embarrassed the next time I take it out. Morning. As usual, I waited for Ageha to come, pushed Kotori's wheelchair, and went with everyone to school. Yep. Huh? Oh, it's you, Hotaru. Long time no see. Could that mean... Oh, she's already gone. Oh no, it's not that at all, it's just... Did Ageha mention anything to you? I see. It'd be nice if she would have bothered to explain herself. Anyway, we're running late, so I explain as we walk. Did you hear about the return of the Soaring Club? It's back, but Tobioka is keeping an eye on us, so we're trying to be inconspicuous. Ageha probably thinks that it's not a good idea to have the members gather and go to school together with everyone all excited about it. Not sure if I'd go that far. No, not at all. I'm happy to have the company. What? It tickles if I say that. Uh-huh. Despite the fact that you don't even know what that means. Hotaru, please report to the staff room a little later. That's the past! The past! I was still in shorts, for crying out loud! On the contrary, I was the one who did stuff back then. Are you taking me for a ride? I'm gonna take you for a ride. What exactly is there to enjoy about this conversation? Tobioka was standing near the school gate. Part 2, full-time overtime. Let's go. He had a terrible look in his eyes when he saw us. However, when he realized that the Kazado sisters were a bit apart from each other and wheelchair-bound Kotori wasn't with Ageha, he seemed confused. Come here. At any rate, we couldn't outwardly show our blunt animosity in front of Hotaru. I guess this means that Ageha's plan is coming into its own. Oh. Sure, thanks for today. Hotaru smiled happily and skipped up the stairs. That's right, you two have rarely met each other in person. Pardon me, princess. Pardon me, princess. Well, there hasn't been much contact is all. Yeah, but she's younger, so we never played in the same way, and she would always just follow us around. What do you mean? Well, you may be right about that. Which reminds me, long ago, like Hotaru, there were many more people besides just Ageha accompanying me. I guess she got attached to me somehow, but that's as much as I can say. Good point. I never asked. Until last year, she would head to the garage early under the guise of going to her sports club's morning practice. But our new secret base is on the other side of the lake. That's no longer possible. That too is bound to become a problem. Both my desk and Kotori's had envelopes in them. Mission? Mission. Find the following parts. Just know you are to find them with Hotaru. Oh, look at how adorable that is. The first screenshot of the night. Also in the corner was written a strange symbol that looked like an 8 on its side. And infinity that appeared to have antennas attached to it. Perhaps this is supposed to be a swallowtail butterfly? A feeling of fatigue fell over me. What's this all about? I saw no sign of Ageha in the classroom. And then she appeared. She was with a girl I'd never seen before. They talked to each other near the entrance. I don't know. She goes to the same school, so I know I've at least seen her around before. But I've never, until now, seen her with Ageha. I haven't seen her in the robot club either. With a smile, Ageha saw the girl off and entered the room. Well... Astronomy? So are you looking to her for weather data or something? Well, never mind that. Let's talk about this mission. Ageha raised her finger and waved it back and forth. Haven't you seen this sort of thing in movies? Okay, I get it. Is including Hotaru meant to be a foil against Tobioka? I can only get behind the cute part. Anyway, we should go buy these things and bring them back to you. Ageha's tone returned to normal. Well then, it'll have to wait until after school. To complete Ageha's mission, we'll have to invite Hotaru. But she's in a lower grade classroom. This might end up being more than a little embarrassing. Oh, Hotaru? Oh, I understand. No need to say anything more. Though we already told her okay. It's I who should ask. Is it okay with you? People must have been passing by as we talked. Hey, don't say... Oh, but if you think of our objective, wouldn't it be better if outsiders misunderstood? You'd best not deny it for now. Perhaps I made the wrong choice. It's not my exact feeling, but... shall we go? I smiled. Hotaru couldn't be more innocent if she tried. And so, we started walking. I walk. Hotaru stumbles after me. Even outside, nothing changes. Shouldn't we be walking together like normal people? She looks slightly doubtful. Well, whatever. It's not, it was. You don't have to walk behind me. Hotaru's eyes widened and she let out a strange voice. No, it's not that it's bad necessarily. I don't feel comfortable if I'm walking with someone and they're behind me. Well, that'd be nice and all, but... thank you? It's kind of hard to explain, but I suddenly felt an attack of discomfort. It was sort of an itchy or ticklish feeling. My face effortlessly contorted and stiffened into a smile. Maybe it's because of all the bike riding. That made Hotaru smile. Remembering the strange palpitations, I frantically pointed myself forward. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to settle down, so I want us to walk side by side when we're walking together. The sound of footsteps caught up to me. I walked slowly to match the delicate movements of her legs. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep this up. Oh, yeah, right. Scared? Shouldn't you already be used to that by now? I felt a sudden tightness in my legs. My pants suddenly seemed tight and suffocating. The eyes that looked up at me were shaken and moist with tears. I can't believe that'd be enough to make her cry. It's nothing. It's not like we don't know each other. Even if we're seen by others, it's not right for me to be cold, not even to Hotaru. Well, let's get going. Ageha's going to be furious if shopping alone takes us into the evening. Ah, you're sisters, aren't you? The way they express themselves is the same. But now that I think about it, whenever Hotaru's been around, I've always been with Ageha. And whenever Ageha's not around, Hotaru isn't either. In other words, I've never actually been completely alone with Hotaru up until now. Even though it's been over a year since I came back, how could I have not realized this before now? What should I say? I don't want to come across as strange. What? It's not like that. That's not important. Just be yourself. But you are kind of dark, aren't you? Oh, I see. You're cute and the type of girl a boyfriend would want to protect. I'm sure you'd have no problems getting one. Masatsugu has no trouble being positive. Surely you too. Because they're rude? Well, I suppose that compared to her, most guys seem quite large. But when I'm pedaling for my life, I shout like a madman with a look of pure intensity on my face. Right, biking. Like, when I'm competing. When I saw a photograph of me at full speed, I was shocked. It was really something. No way. I'm keeping that hidden for as long as I live. No means no. My eyes are bloodshot, my teeth grit, and the vessels in my neck are popping out. I'm more a monster than man. I'm really terrifying. Even though I warned you it was scary? Don't be so sure. The guy competing with me looked like a gorilla.
それは怖い。カットして。
Don't be foolish.
そして見せて。
You are quite stubborn, aren't you? Hotaru nodded in defiance.
彼女さんには見せるの？
I thought you might ask that. Revenge for before. I don't have one. A girl to call my own. She seemed to enjoy hearing that.
ないんだ。
No, I don't.
いなかったんだ。
I don't have one. My heart suddenly felt a bit hollow.
そっか。いなかったし、いないんだ。じゃあ、あーちゃんは？
No. Why are you asking about Ageha?
そうじゃないの？
No, it's not that. I've just never thought about it before.
ないの？
Rather than never, what should I say? Well, I did confess my feelings for her long ago. In the 5 years in between that we weren't able to spend together, right? This year we've been hanging out as much as we used to. My feelings toward Ageha hadn't changed that much from before. Hadn't in the past tense. We did a lot together and often found ourselves alone together. We've been close to each other and have shared so many experiences. But I'm really sure that none of that ever generated a new spark between us. I hadn't.
なかったんだ。
As if responding to not me but herself, Hotaru nodded weakly. The outline of her face is certainly like that of Ageha. You really do look alike, don't you?
あーちゃんと？
Uh,
そうかな。
you may have your differences, but even a blind man could tell that you're sisters.
よく言われる。
Hotaru's cheeks reddened a little. Huh? What's wrong?
じっと見られたから恥ずかしい。
Oh, I'm sorry.
終わり。
Huh?
なでなでして。昔みたいに。
Ah. Without resisting, I placed my hand on Hotaru's face, and just like that, I gently started to move it across her face. Hotaru's eyes closed as if she were in a trance. My finger becomes entangled in her hair. So fine and so soft. This is completely different from my thick, rough strands. How is that? Hotaru nodded her head in satisfaction. Perhaps for lack of better judgment, Hotaru's facial expression softened after that. We arrive at our destination. This is a specialty shop that deals in business materials. Tools and supplies can be purchased here at prices lower than are found at your average home center. Anchan told me that the parts needed for the glider can be purchased here. Hotaru must find a supply shop such as this amazing. I too spoke in a louder than usual voice and then looked around restlessly. We requested wire, oil, and 5 paintbrushes. We purchased everything on Ageha's memo and headed for the door. Don't take the materials to school, take them here. Ah. I look around, keeping a close eye on the school on the other side of the lake. If someone were looking at us with binoculars, I'm positive that the rays of sunshine would be reflecting off of them. Okay, I think the coast is clear.
何してるの？
I'm on the lookout. We'd be in trouble if Tobiyoko were to find us.
わかった。私も探す。
We strained our eyes and began looking around restlessly. No, it's fine. I stroked her head again. That girl itself was cute enough to make me want to stroke her more.
青にのエッチ。
I should know better than this. We bought what you wanted.
お疲れ様。
Huh? Where is Ageha?
しばらく来られないって言ってたじゃない。
Oh, is that so? I wonder what she's up to.
困るのよね。アゲハがいないと自信持って作れないじゃない。
Asa and Yoru are over there practicing how to make plates for FRP as usual. Oh, that's right. It's Hotaru's first time here. With a voice far larger than in the shop we visited earlier, her eyes and mouth were perfect circles as she looked around the garage.
すごいでしょ。これが新生ソアリング部の活動拠点。私たちが再び空へと飛び立つ約束の場所よ。
Stop that, it's embarrassing.
事実よ。いいじゃない。葵先輩に賛成です。サブイボ立ちます。いきなり四面楚歌？私、そういうの好きです。まあ。
Kotori's face suddenly brightened. I had never seen Kotori's face look so bright and so kind before.
分かってくれるのね。はい、素敵だと思います。これで形勢逆転ね。
Nope, it's still 3 versus 2, and even then, Hotaru isn't a member.
姫木蛍さん、新生ソアリング部はあなたの参加を待っているわ。今入部すれば、この会長ハバネコトリが直々にグライダー作りを教授するわよ。でも、小鳥先輩が教えられるのって FRP 関係だけですよね。設計は天音さん、制作実務の資材調達はアゲハ先輩、操縦は葵先輩だもんね。ひどい。
Well, come on, get over it.
かばおうとさえしない。皆さんの熱い友情を見ました。そう、灼熱の砂漠に浮かび上がる幻想的な蜃気楼のような。実在しない。
Hotaru is unexpectedly harsh, isn't she? Well, she is Ageha's sister after all.
はい、お待たせ。到着。
What?
何をいきなり。
Nothing. Actually, your timing couldn't have been better.
タイミング？
Ageha looked around at everyone without a shred of concern.
おー、ホテル来たね。任務ご苦労。オーバー。
She raised 2 fingers into a peace sign. Ageha made scissors out of her fingers and pinched Hotaru's finger. Could this be a greeting between sisters? It looks like some sort of promise.
案の定チェックされてたよ。
Like what?
葵の行動。
Huh? Everybody froze in place, even Kotori.
まあ、そんなに大げさなことじゃないけどね。葵がホタルと一緒に歩いてるってのを涼子から聞かされてさ。そういう話が好きな子たちが食いついてさ。飛び丘の息のかかったやつの耳に入るのも時間の問題だろうなってこと。
So that's what this is about. You had me there for a minute. I thought she had maybe bugged us and had been following us around.
予想通り私たち飛び丘に立てついてるってことでいろいろな意味で注目されちゃってるみたいだから、しばらく行動には気をつけて。飛び丘の花を明かすためじゃなくて飛ぶのが私たちの目的。そこ常に忘れないで。
Kotori and I looked at each other and laughed out loud. LOL!
あのさ、誰に言ってるの？
Unbelievable. Wouldn't putting this much blood, sweat, and tears into getting back at Tomioka be about as useful as a runway mower? You understand nothing, Ageha. Having heard those words, a large smile came to Ageha's face.
まあ心配はしてなかったけど一応ね。わかりました。飛び丘先生への嫌がらせはやめておきます。チャンスを逃したわ。
Ageha was right to worry.
ところで何してたの？とりあえず頼んでおいたこれができたから。
With air that seemed to shout, "Ta-da!" Ageha produced a transparent box. It was a case, 30 centimeters on all sides and transparent. And inside the case...
へえ。
Oh. A white airplane. No. It's the new glider that we're making. This model. It was splendidly made and looked like it could fly as is.
模型研究会にね、データ渡して作ってもらったの。やっぱ餅は餅やってやつでさ。ほら、すごいでしょ。翼の微妙なしなりもきっちり作ってくれてるんだから。そしてこっちがこの模型で試せるミニチュア版風洞実験セット。
An unusual desk fan and an enclosed plastic board were produced.
これでとりあえずミニチュア版新型グライダーのいろいろなテストができるわ。
That's great, but are you sure you know what you're doing?
私たちの計画のことならもちろん誰にもバラしてないって。その辺は私の手腕を褒めよたたえよ。模型系にはデータだけで作らせたし、こっちのミニフードは物理系に頼んだものよ。本当の目的は秘密にしてね。
Amazing.
だてに人脈を培ってませんって。私部長頑張って小鳥先輩。名目上の長よりもその下の人間の方が有能かつ実務に長けているなんてよくある話。いやー
No, no, Kotori, you're needed. You want to fly more than anyone, and it's that passion that guides us.
そうよね。私が部長で会長なんだから。そう、小鳥が部長、私は平野部員。それでこそ私も頑張れるのよ。
That's right. Go for it, club leader. Kotori did not seem entirely satisfied. There comes the hiccups. Give me a moment. Okay, we good. Well, no need to overdo it. But Ageha, this is really something. I picked up the model and observed it from a variety of angles. The more I looked at it, the more perfect it appeared.
やっぱりデータ上だけじゃ不安でさ、実機作ってから試す時間が取れるかどうかも怪しいし、できるだけのことはやっておこうと思って後悔したくないからね。
That makes sense. Like Kotori, I again felt overwhelmed. Ageha's spirit, energy, and drive, that feeling was the feeling to keep moving forward. The overwhelming determination to finish Glider no matter what. We were all consumed by it. Are we not just piling up losses? There were absolutely no developments last year, and we didn't get far. That strange phenomenon, the Cloud Cloister, the Morning Glory. I'm the one who should fly through it. This is a glider of my dreams. It's been a year since last year's failure, and this has become my dream of dreams. Ageha!
何よ。
I'm going to fly! You have my word!
どうしたのさ、いきなり。
It's okay. I'm the one who wants to fly.
変なの。でもその息やよし、やるわよ。
I held out my hand. Ageha swung her arm, and our hands met for a high-pitched high five.
ちょっとそちらだけでいい雰囲気作ってんじゃないわよ。そうです、混ぜてくださいよ。置いてけぼりっていうのが嬉しくないですね。あ、じゃあ顧問の先生どうぞ。
What? Amane is here?
みんなやる気だな。はい、みんなで気持ちを一つにして目的に向かってまっすぐ進むというのはいいことだ。とりあえずできることがあったら言ってくれ。できる範囲で私も力になるから。でもまあ、干渉問題がまだ解決してないんだよな。風車の回転周期はともかく振動の方がやっぱり計算だよね。
As usual, motivation 1 second, nothing the next. The motivation in the room faded away in an instant. In its place, the natural temperature returned and the damp feeling of humidity so common right before midsummer took over. Everyone looked as if they had swallowed poison. Even Ageha. That feeling alone was enough to adjourn the meeting. Hey!
葵にはそんな度胸ないと思うけど、変なことされたら泣き寝入りしないで私に言うのよ。
Is that how you think of other people?
いじめられたらすぐ読んで。駆けつけ3段ドロップキック
And give me a moment. Right. Oh, alright, I actually forgot to mute. It looks like. Anyway, I'm back. Just had to deal with the thing. My parents needed help with something. But yeah, I'll go for a bit longer if I need to. What the hell?
今の私を昔の私と同じに思わないことね。昔のアゲハって？
That's a good question, so I'll answer. Long ago in this town existed Agehadon, a large monster that brought this town to its knees.
全長158メートル、体重秘密と見目麗しくスタイルよく青湯を頭からパクリごくん。食べちゃうんだ。食べちゃうのね。そう食べちゃう。なんかエッチって止めてよ青井。
How is it my fault?
そう青井のせい。スケベ。青兄のエッチ。
Where did that come from?
何の話をしてたんだっけ？
Hey!
青兄はエッチ。青兄がエッチ。青兄もエッチ。
Leave me alone!
ホタル、あんまり本当のこと言っちゃダメ。はーい。
I just love being used as a human punching bag.
青い棒ありがとね。今日のところは対飛び岡カムフラージュ大作戦大成功。
Camouflage, you say? I could feel Hotaru's eyes on me. Aware of the indifference in Ageha's voice, I walked off. Ageha's strategy was hardly a mistake. That much I understand. However, I found that I couldn't help but feel depressed. What's this? Ah, I got a mail. It's way too early to be... Wait, it's from Ageha.
秘密基地寄ってく。
Is she crazy? It's just starting to get light outside. Well, it's at least bright enough to expect the athletics club to be out training right now. Reminds me of my cycle training. I'd make breakfast for the crew and had to have it ready before anyone else even got
お
up.
はよう。ってあれ？もう行くの？
Yeah, I gotta head to the dock. I left the house in a dreary gaze, having said practically the same thing that the Kazano sisters had said moments ago. It's in the complete opposite direction of the school, so I've got to hurry. Damn, first thing in the morning and I'm all tuckered out. I got a jolt of energy and sprinted in Ageha's direction. Hello? Ageha around? My voice echoed far and wide. She's probably not here. Yeah. Wait, someone was here. I'm sure of it. Someone was just here a moment ago. There was something resting atop a work desk that seemed to be only half assembled. It was the work of a pro, definitely not something I or Kotori, the cripple, could pull off. What's up with this guy? Does no one see what time it is? Huh? There was a note. To Aoi. I updated the timetable for you. Maybe next time you won't have to go undercover without me. With Ageha's usual mark. An undercover mission? Heh. Maybe I should be spending more time with Hotaru, and spending less with Tobioka. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea at all. That guy's got some problems. Whoa, kinda feeling dizzy. I gotta take a seat. Damn, I don't have time. Looks down at his watch and sighs. He... Man, this place is far. There's no hope in making it in time. I'm running with all my might. Can I do it? Am I going to make it? I can't believe it! I did it! And I made it here in one piece, too! And what do I get as my reward? Sweaty armpits! I headed to a watering basin as soon as I calmed down, but there wasn't anything I could really do about all the sweat. I didn't realize what time it was, not to mention how far I had to run. You'd think I just got out of morning drills with the athletics club. I got seated and caught my breath. Whew. Hey, where's Ageha? Wait, the teacher's coming. But Ageha didn't show up. It was weird. Everyone was seated and Ageha's bag was even resting next to her desk. No idea, but why would I know? Idiots. But I'm not sure how I actually feel about her. I hear footsteps down the hall. Someone's walking toward the classroom. Looks like she came after all. The pace of her footsteps was speeding up. Ageha bolted toward her seat. Well, she technically did make it on time, if not at the absolute last second. What's going on with the teacher? He's acting all dreamy and weird. Even Ageha looked airheaded. Some sort of strange atmosphere filled the room. Why does everyone look like ghosts? What is? Kotori, with an annoying look on her face, avoided making eye contact with me. No, nothing really. I'm just feeling a bit weird. Where were you anyway? Class was about to begin, so we left the conversation at that for the time being. No one ever even brought up what it was that made the air in the room change like that. Was it something I said? What the heck? Everyone in the class looked absolutely mad. I needed to get the hell out of there. Hey Kotori. Come on, Kotori. How are you going to just leave like that? I need a break from this insanity. Seriously. Ageha and I were both skeptical, but we just ended up letting it go. Oh? Instead of flipping out on them and causing a scene, I headed to the lockers. Whoa! What are you doing here? Oh, right. Sorry, you just really surprised me. Yeah, Amane-sensei. Hi, Amane-sensei. As soon as those words left my mouth, a smirk ran across her idiot face. But Amane-sensei, when did you say you'll start lecturing? After summer break? After summer break? Are you just planning everything out for now? Why's that? Do you mean that? That would be impossible. I knew it. She's not a teacher at all.
何しろ初めてだからな。試作、実験、耐久試験、予行演習は必要だろ。
In order to be a teacher?
まあ、知っての通り、私は他人に物を教えるのが大の苦手だ。
Bingo.
しかし、引き受けた以上はやらねばならない。シミュレーションは何度も繰り返したんだが、やはり実地で試してみないと本当のことはわからないし。だから。
You were meandering around the school one day and thought to yourself about how good it would feel to be considered a teacher, right?
その通り。やっぱり葵くんは優秀だな。
I just knew I'd get it right if I could think of the most pathetic excuse possible. What up?
顧問やめるぞ。
I'm sorry, Amane-sensei, for saying what I've said about you. I could feel her eyes piercing my skull. The students passing by us in the hall were all looking our way. Regardless, she's already well known around here. Except for the newly registered students, everyone knows of her just by looking at her uniform. We couldn't help to notice if she were to make that switch from counselor to teacher.
ああ、そうだ。
Amane clenched her right fist and cupped it in her other hand, probably not aware that all the students around us were staring our way. Then I got this really awful feeling in my stomach. Suddenly her face was really, really close to mine.
葵くん、ちょっと話があるんだけど。
Yes? This woman needs to back off! I could see her nose hairs from this distance. Come on! Her polished lips were slowly moving in front of my forehead.
仲良くしよう。
Okay? There had to be a huge question mark floating above my
だが
head.
どうすればいいのかよくわからないので、教えてくれると助かる。
Then she brushed her hand over my elbow. What are you doing?
仲良くというのはこういう感じかな。
No, She just kept her hand on my elbow and started meditating. I could understand doing this in a corner or something, but we're in the middle of the hallway and everyone's watching us!
アゲハが言っていただろう。飛岡先生の目をくらます必要があると。
Then a sweet aroma permeated through my nostrils. What is up with this smell? It's making me feel weird.
だから私も君と仲良くした方がいいのと思うと。顧問だし、ソアリング部だし、協力するのはやぶさかではないんだが、でもやり方がよくわからないんだ。ホタルがやっていたような、これでいいのかな。
Her hand descended from my elbow down to my hand. She began to slowly rub my wrist. Amane-sensei was wrapping her fingers around mine. Hey now! Without being too forceful, I pulled my hand away and turned to run.
違うのか？仲良くしてみせるなら手をつなぐのでは？
I understand what you're trying to say, but I take it her idea of a friend differs from how I define it. This woman's got the wrong idea. I'm not your tea party guest.
じゃあやろう。
Nah, hold on! Nah, hold on. Just think for a sec. If we're supposed to be faking that we're members of the Soaring Club, then it doesn't make sense for us to be friends, right? Something's processing up there.
おお。
She clasped fist into her palm again with a loud smack.
考えてみれば確かにそうだ。私もソアリング部なんだと。さすが葵くんは頭の回転が速いな。
Not really. Suddenly I felt a strong sense of fatigue.
私たちが仲良くしていてはいけないのか。分かった。では仲良くしないようにしよう。もう用はない。あっち行け。君なんか嫌いだ。イエーイ、葵くんの女ったらしい。
Yep, she's a mental case.
おお、あまねちゃんの彼氏がやってきた。
今度は天音先輩か。この浮気者爆発しやがれ。
You don't even know what's going on. How does everyone already know what's going on?
血は喧嘩したって
You know too?
分かってるって天音先輩を落とすなら風車の話題で攻めるべきだよ
What the heck's that supposed to mean? I was so tired. Too much confusion and screaming. I laid my head on my desk. After school,
みんなこっち来て
Ageha was blocking our way to the secret base. All of the members of the sword club were here. Ageha, Kotori, Asa, Yoru, and me.
どこ連れてく気うちの部室部室
We got a secret base, don't we?
あそこは郊外だし妨害されても困るからできるだけ隠しておきたいのなので校内に部室があった方がいいわけね実際に使うかどうかは別として
Sure.
カムフラージュ作戦の一環ですねその通りとはいえどこでもいいってわけじゃない私の古巣ロボット部なんかじゃ飛び丘に全部筒抜けだもんねそこでツーリング部の部室を曲がりさせてもらうことで話をつけてきました
Are you serious? I was shocked at my own response.
ツーリング部
It's a club of bikers and car drivers. We ride around and tour the streets. Since we call our group the Soaring Club, it makes it sound like we create gliders and other flying equipment. The Touring Club has the same thing going on, but they're making engines instead of wings. These types of groups are the only ones you'll find claiming that they're a part of the engineering field.
活動内容に分かり合える部分が多いし人数に比べて広い作業場所を持っているしで曲がりさせてもらうのには適当でね共同使用の部室ということでツーリング部に同意してもらって生徒会の承認取ってあちらさんのパソコンを1台これも共用ってことにさせてもらってグライダー関連の見られても構わないデータ入れて飛行教本とか航空力学とかそういった本をちょいと置かせてもらえばはいツーリング部と共同使用の我がソアリング部の部室出来上がり
Well now, nice going. She's good.
放課後秘密基地行く前にはできるだけこちらの新部室に立ち寄ってから行くこと外に出られるようにもなってるから靴用意しといてそっちから出るのがいいかもね
You must have been busy doing all this stuff for us.
まあね
Heh, her nose just got a little longer. Look at that prideful face of hers.
やるじゃないでも言ってくれればこちらも手伝ったのに
Kotori's face was beaming with admiration. Ageha's lip was twitching for some reason.
いやー手伝ってもらうのはこれからなんだよねあら
Ageha's attitude suddenly went sour.
実はまだ本決まりじゃなくてさ生徒会の承認はもうもらったんだけどツーリング部の方がね条件つけられて条件それにはみんなの力が必要なんだよね私たちの何すればいいのまあその何よ言ってごらんなさいよはい小鳥スマイルあ笑ってみて楽しくないのに笑えないわよ朝ちゃん夜ちゃんはカバネ先輩に同意します理由も分からずに笑えませんそんなこと言わないでほらバイトだと思っていらっしゃいませってノリでいけないバイトなんかしたことないわ幸いする必要がありませんでしたそうきたか
You people suck.
それならそれで人生何事も経験ということで一つはい笑顔くださいカシャ
I got whipped out her cell phone.
いいねいいね。はい、小鳥ちゃんこっち向いて笑って。かわいいよ、すごくいいよ。ナイス笑顔だよ。
Oh boy, she has starry eyes. Kotori sent the glare her way.
お願い、みんなの笑顔が必要なの。どういうことよ。つまりですね。
Ah, that's what she's after. Everyone suddenly looked my way. Well, the touring club's got real cars and motorcycles, and an actual research group. They've got components for engines, manufacture machine parts, and they've got pros working in their group. They're one of the groups that make the school look good. Their hiring rate out of that group is 120%, meaning that they've already got jobs lined up even before they're juniors. But it's not like we've got anyone with that sort of skill. So we've got to flaunt our manliness instead! Yeah, the school is filled with girls. But many of these clubs are unpopular among females. Oil, gas, tools, metallurgy, mass and torque. That's what makes mechanical maintenance what it is. We could always work on the teacher's cars at no cost and claim that it's covered as part of our club activities. While we're at it, why don't we offer advice to teachers looking to buy new cars? All of the repair shop owners around town know each other. They'd be invincible if we got them involved at the school. There's only one real problem. I clenched my fist. There are not enough girl members. We smell like oil, our fingers are black, we've got stains up to our knees and elbows, and we've got burn spots and holes in our uniforms. But it's these stains and burn holes that makes us who we are, the ones who can fix any sort of machine with our wrenches and crowbars. Sure, we look like a bunch of hoodlums, and that's probably keeping girls from joining, but we can't just let such a thing keep us from fighting for more female recruits. Whoa, I'm crying! Kotori sent that same glare past her once more. What prerequisites are you talking about? She better be careful what she says or everyone's out. Oh really? And I could understand why. I was in an all-boys school before this one. It's just that a club full of guys wants a little bit of female attention when we can get it. Girl, you're so thick-skulled. Now it was Ageha giving Kotori the condescending stare. And then, as you would expect,
部長同士の握手。はい。
everyone looked at the new club leader, Kotori. Kotori's one of those types with an ineffable beauty. The head of the touring club is older than I am, but I know her figure better than he does. The word untidy would probably be the best way to describe a body like that. Kotori naturally would know that. Her skin is white and pure, as though there was no blood in her body.
悪い人じゃないよ。熱心だし、私たちの活動も応援してくれてるし。ならあなたがやりなさいよ。部長同士が礼儀というものだって言われたらどうしようもないじゃんか。私でいいならやってるよ。じゃあ今からあなたが部長よ。私は会長でいいわ。あんたの夢ってその程度のものだったの？
Hold on. Aren't all of you forgetting someone here? It was obvious that I was right for the job. Let me make it clear to you all. From this day forward, I am your new club leader.
あのさ、わかってる？
Forgetting what?
この1年、ソアリング部のトップだって言いまくってたのが誰か。誰がうちの部長か知らない人、この学校にいないのよ。
But that person's an organization leader, not a club leader.
逆の立場だったら、それで納得する？そもそも小鳥って知名度めちゃくちゃ高いのよ。だからこそ向こうも OK してくれたんだから。
It's no use to argue that.
ダメ。そういうことで、小鳥、お願いね。いい笑顔で言うな。
We're depending on you, Kotori. Don't let us down now. We're trying to pass through the passage of cloud, don't forget. I gripped the back handles of the wheelchair.
スマイル、スマイル。小鳥先輩、スマイルです。営業スマイルを得得しておくこと、人生において必ず役に立ちます。裏切り者。
All of us combined our spirit and headed to the room together. At that point, we all came to a decision. The secret handshake shared among club leaders was actually pretty slick. That was because Kotori's partner was more nervous than she was and didn't lack any confidence before he even touched her hand. It didn't help that Kotori made jeering comments at her partner's body odor and torn clothing.
匂うものを使ってるのも汚れるのもわかるわ。でもそれをそのままにするのがダメなのよ。綺麗にしようとする意志、常に正当する心がけ、それがないからあんたたちは好かれないのよ。
The touring club would always be called the wheelchair beauties and such. I don't know how they could put up with that. After that, Kotori, with the wrath of a merciless dictator, entered the touring club and changed their image. Good thing that everything panned out the way it should, we'd say. And even today, Agaha didn't come to the secret base. We're trying our best to keep everything going without her.
そろそろ戻る？
Ah, I didn't realize what time it is. We have a lot to take care of when we get back to the dorms too. We should get back and start on making supper. It doesn't seem like Agaha's coming today anyway.
そうみたいね。じゃあ帰りましょうか。
You act like you know what's going on here. This morning it was the same thing. If you got something to say, just come out and say it, alright?
来ないんでしょ？アゲハ。
Well, it darn well doesn't seem like it. I wonder what's up with that.
葵くんが言うならそうなんでしょ？じゃあみんな引き上げよう。はーい、わかりました。
Eh?
お疲れ様。
Huh? Not again!
あーちゃんから私の代わりに葵の遊び相手してあげてと。
Yeah, thanks.
今度私もお菓子食べながら漫画読むのしに行くから。
Ageha, better be cautious while your sister's watching.
ホタルちゃん、出迎えお疲れ様。こんばんは。お姉さんのことなら気にしないで。ほとんど間違ってないから。
Then maybe you should listen to her advice sometime, club leader. Did you lock the door? Alright then, let's get out of here.
なかなか進みませんね。アゲハ先輩が来てくれないと。
You're right. We need to still work on the fuselage and handle foreign negotiations, and Ageha's really the only one who can do that.
でも、もう少し何やってるのか教えてくれてもいいと思うのよね。
Right. She needs to keep us in the loop if she expects us to help out.
そうね。
Kotsuri looked at her right hand with a peculiar expression on her
明
face.
日は飛行訓練行くんでしょ？
Ah, it's supposed to be the last flight before summer break, right? I just wanted to hurry up and fly in our new model plane instead of that old piece of junk we use for training.
そうね。
That's why we need Ageha. What the heck's she doing? Why don't we just go instead of hanging around here? We won't have to work like slaves at the dorm since it's a holiday. I'm heading out! I took my phone out from my pocket and took a look at it. I sent Ageha a message, but never got a response. Well, it's already late, so she's probably sleeping. Even so, it'd be nice to get a reply before she went to bed. I headed over to the train station and headed straight to the runway. This is a training that I put all of my precious time and money into. I can't even put 1 second to waste. Even if it seems pointless, I at least have to test how I perform, remember my mistakes, and learn to focus on what matters. Fly, fly, fly. My goal is to get in the air as much as I can. I'm nowhere near the level I want to be. I need to study more. About the air, about airflow, about piloting. I need to learn it, experience it. I need it in me like I need air in my lungs. The instructor's kind enough to praise my efforts, but efforts get no one anywhere. Last year's run-in with that violent undercurrent, I'll need to deal with winds like that as though it's second nature. I spent several hours at the runway and returned back to the dorm. Whew! I didn't even feel an ounce of fatigue while I was flying, but as soon as I got on the train back home, my entire body felt like it was being tortured and mutilated. I can't take the pain. Can I go on doing this? I checked out how things were going at the secret base during a light run and thought I'd continue on some work I started if I didn't feel too tired. I'll rest after I'm done here. I'll be alright.
葵くんだ。
Kaneko?
やっほー。練習からの帰りかな。
Yeah.
来週ご苦労さんだね。
The same to you, and I apologize for not taking the time to clean the dorm today.
いやいや、葵くんに不自由させて、私たちだけ快適に過ごすなんてできないよ。
I appreciate your concern.
それじゃ、行こっか。
Kaneko grabbed my arm. We?
行くよ
To where? Perhaps Kaneko wants to see our secret base as much as Hotaru does?
ー。もちろん、ここ。
You see...
ライダー作りもいいけど、たまには息抜きも必要だよ。ということで、おごるからお茶しよう。
What? Just because she's buying me some coffee doesn't mean she's impressed me or anything. I've gotten created an awkward situation for myself. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in the food court with her at the same table. We get ice cream for two.
さすがにカフェフラックスは無理だしね。
It's not a cheap cafe, I
いや
understand.
いや、値段の方じゃなくてですね。
She suddenly stared into my sullen eyes. What is it?
私が一丁悪いよね。
I'm not sure what you mean.
私じゃないこと言って る相手いるんでしょ？
Not really. I'm not even thinking what you're saying right now.
別なこと考えてたんだね。あ、かなこさんが普通の服着てるって下着じゃないぞって。
Nothing of the sort. Don't talk about that sort of thing in a place like this.
その服の下にはあの姿があんな体がドキドキムラムラ
Excuse you?
しないの？
No, it doesn't. Okay, so maybe they are a little, but she'll never know. It's just really hard because my heart races when she talks like that. That's why I'm on edge. What do you consider me as?
男の子だと思ってるよ。
Well,
男の子ってみんなそういうものなんじゃないの？
generally speaking, boys including myself get a little excited when we see a girl we like.
ムラムラは？
I ignored that one. If you're just going to tease me, I'll just make my way back home now. I've got a lot of errands to run.
ごめんごめん、怒らせるつもりじゃなくてね。ちょっとしたサービスだったんだけど。
Kaneko placed her elbows on the desk. Just as she was leaning forward, I could see her chest swelling up in front of me. I couldn't help but watch her cleavage jiggle back and forth. And what's this about assistance? No, I didn't see anything. I'm not looking. Kaneko laughed as the wind blew past us. There's no way I could get out of a conversation with her while we're both here.
さあ、聞いたよ。
What's it this time?
望月先輩、元井天音先生。あれ、まあともかくあの人に抱きついてたんだって。
You've got the wrong idea. We're not lovers or anything. To say that we'd ever do anything like that, it's inconceivable.
後でアゲハちゃんに謝っておきなよ。
Where does she even come up in all this?
いやー、望月先輩ってのが意外でさ、これは大穴かなってみんな言っててね。
Like who?
第1回水瀬葵獲得カップ馬券ならぬ人権発売中。今のところ本命と対抗馬と穴と大穴がいてね。
We've got to take a look at how strict the dorm rules are.
大丈夫だよ、お金はかけてないから。
Absolutely.
お気に入りのパンツをかけてるんだけどね。
That's worse.
誰が本命？はっきりさせないといつまでも言われるよ。
I tried to pick who'd be the sure thing, but for some reason I wasn't able to form the words with my mouth. Kaneko began to break into a smile.
葵くんには本当に感謝してるんだよ。
I'm just doing what I'm paid to do.
いやいや、仕事のことだけじゃなくて、葵くんが男の子だったから助かってる。
Really?
それで新しい寮母の人が女の人だったら、まあ青春の大事な時間を女を捨てて過ごして取り返しのつかないことになってたかなって。
I kinda understand what you mean since I went to a boys' school before this. Without a woman to keep them tame, men are just dogs, filthy, disgusting, and rebellious. Even I can't claim to be any different. Girls are the same. Being stuck in a single-sex school is the worst. If I were a flying fish, I'd...
気楽じゃあるんだけどね、女だけってのはすごく。
I
でも
know.
やっぱりそういうのないと人としてどうよって感じになっちゃうもんで。だから葵くんが来てくれて本当に良かったって心から思ってるのよ。
Alright, I'm going to be honest right now. I have no idea what's going on. Like, the past 15, maybe even 20 minutes have been just like completely imploding on my mind. Like, what is going on? Like, never mind. But I'm no one important, I'm just being myself.
そういう機会でもないと言えなかったからね。今だけここだけの話だよ。
I see.
ここだけついでにどうよ。葵くんとしては丸1年女の子だらけの場所で暮らしてみて。
That'd probably be a bad idea. At first I was feeling tension in my chest, but I suddenly got used to it. It's actually gotten a lot easier to find used panties left in the laundry machine that girls end up throwing away. When you're with a bunch of guys all day, you begin to forget what it feels like to hold the opposite sex in your arms. Yeah, I definitely can't say
なん
that.
か失礼なこと考えてるね。い 葵くんが寝ている時あれがあんなになるなんてこれが意外に
What are you talking about?
寝相の話だけどなんだと思った
She knows what she's doing. I gotta stop while I'm ahead or I'll play right into her trap.
ねえなんだと思ったのそれとも後で夜にでも二人っきりでじっくりお話ししよっか
I think I'll pass. I actually said it while keeping my composure this time.
本命に悪いかな
That's... I was speechless. The moment she said the word sure thing, I couldn't help but think of someone in particular. Once that image popped into my head, I was so ashamed of myself that I felt like dying. I wanted that image out of my mind. Throughout it all, I couldn't process what was going on at all. I'm literally the same dude. The whole time Kaneko was eating this all up, watching me with a cheesy grin smeared across her
い
face.
やーいいもん見せてもらいました
Why the heck do you get off on someone else's struggles? Hmm? Sorry, I just got a message. It's from
ア
Ageha.
ゲハちゃんかな
How do you know that?
やっぱりね
You called Kama then?
いやいやそんな上等なもんじゃなくてそれよりメール見ないでいいの
Excuse me, please.
秘密基地に来てるよ作業かなりはかどった葵はそろそろ戻りかな今日どうだったこっち来るなら待ってるよ
It was such a carefree letter, I felt strangely relieved. Sorry, Ageha and everyone is waiting for me over
あ
there.
りゃ残念それじゃあアゲハちゃんに謝っておいてね
And what am I apologizing for?
そりゃ葵くんとの大事な時間を横取りしちゃったからね
Not really. I've really been
そ
fine.
うそれならもうちょっと葵くんを裸にしてみたいけどな
That's not in any weird sense, right?
ないよないですとも多分少しも全然ないよ
Not even a smidgen, right?
ないって信じてよでも葵くんが望むならいつでもこちらは
Thanks for all the trouble. I've got to get going.
ありゃ気の早い子ってこれは私から逃げたかったってだけじゃないね葵くん自分の気持ちにはさっさと気づいた方が人生楽しく生きられるよ
The most confusing episode, like, not even I know how to summarize this. Huh? 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 I'm a bit confused as to what just happened, but I can't let that distract me. Just gotta run straight there. We've already got food at the event. The sky's still bright. It's not like I'm holding anyone up. If I hurry things up, I can help out when I get to the runway.
おお来たね
Ageha? I was too out of breath to ask her why she was here.
いやーなんかそろそろ来そうだなって思ってさ
Great. Well, I'm here, so...
そんなに急がなくてもよかったのに
No, I wanted to get here as fast as I could.
どうもあれお疲れ今日はどうだった
Things went alright. I was able to get in a few more hours of independent training than usual.
そっかよかった飛ぶには葵が頼りだからね
Thanks. You can depend on me for this one. How about you?
おおバッチしよ
Oh, nice job. But you've been doing this for a while now, haven't you?
うん試験もあるから作業は本当にギリギリ夏休み後半で完成できるかどうかってとこだね
That sucks.
うんよくない何か考えないとね
Here we are talking about how working conditions suck, but we're talking about it so calmly.
どうしたのとりあえず中入ろう
How kind is she to give me a chance to catch my breath before we headed inside?
おかえりなさい
Everyone was lined up, waiting for the two of us. but there was something a little bit off.
本当だでしょ
They were staring right at me and whispering just out of earshot.
すごいですね
What exactly?
いや別に
What is it?
置いてある
She threw a wet towel my way. Oh, thanks for
飲み
that.
物はいる
No, I'm good. Cause I was out drinking water with Kaneko just a moment ago. Something's been getting at me, Agaha. What's up with everyone acting all weird all of a sudden?
あれそうなの
Did something happen before I got here?
別に仲良く作業してただけだよ
I wonder what it could have been. The dock was filled to the brim with resources that weren't there before. There were pipes and tools laying around what appeared to be a construction site.
あんちゃんが届けてくれてさ
Ah, okay then. We placed the scaffolding around the site and built wings for the plane. Wings, you see, aren't exactly flat, and they're not single-layered either. It's an incredibly complex process to make a wing, and we needed to calculate every step perfectly to build the right ones. Amane actually wrote up a schematic for us. We'll be using that to build the wing, but whether or not we'll be successful is another issue altogether. The real test of my worth to this group was about to begin. Alright! After letting in a little bit of energy, I thrusted one hand into the other. I got this, let's go! With everyone's energy, we'll be building this plane and flying in no
あ
time!
でもごめん明日からまたしばらく顔出せなくなるから
What is it this time?
いろいろいりそうだからさ飛び岡にバレないように調達してこないと
Let us take care of it for you.
いや私個人のコネだし葵やみんなにはそれぞれのやることをやってほしいからさ
But even if that's the case, we can't get anything done without you. We need you.
情けないこと言わない大丈夫葵ならできるよ
But listen, we've only got one shot at this. We've got no room for failure. That's why I'm asking you.
それなら私だって同じだよその覚悟でやるって決めたんでしょ
Well, yeah, but
もちろん私もできる限りは来るようにするからさ
I'm sorry I have to ask you to do this, but please, if we're really going to make this thing, we need you or we won't succeed.
人を乗せるのが上手になったね
I headed back to the dorm. I wondered whether or not what she said made any sense. I manipulate gliders, not people. She hasn't sent me a mail. Today didn't seem like a day Agaha would be out early to train at the dock. Plus, I made breakfast for everyone just in time before you all wake up.
おはよ
I get a weird feeling that I'm screwing everything up when I see her.
う昨日の話した
I had to tell someone. Yeah, it is. I feel safe in the room.
そうだねそれなら安心かな釈明の方頑張ってね
Rationalization? I learned what this word meant after I registered for high school. Oh boy. Wow. I apologize for the inconvenience, but could you please give me a little more time to prepare the room?
それはいいのよ
Akari sat up straight and faced me head on.
水瀬君このところあちらこちらで
Oh my god, this again. Is that right?
ネタは上がってんだぞ
What exactly do you have?
かなこさんいえしぐれさんとデートしていたそうね
No, you've got it mixed up. That's not how it really went down at all.
仲良く一つのアイスを分け合っていたと聞き及んでいますが
関節キスだ羨ましい俺なんかあかりさんとまだそこまでは
その前までなら進んでいるような言い方はやめなさい
相変わらず鋭く釣れないそこがいい
Let's just drop the subject. Who's the one spreading rumors like those?
複数の目撃談情報源からよ。写真もあるけど見る？
No thanks. It makes sense. Practically everyone around us was watching. My god, what the hell is going on? But I was only there because Kaneko asked me to join her there.
いいわけするなよ。素直に自慢すればいいだろうが。
あなたは黙っていなさい。
はい。
They seemed happy just to have a chance to scold me. Have I really submitted myself to this much torture?
では、望月先輩、また望月先生のことはどう説明しますか？
What?
廊下で抱き合っていたそうですね。校内風紀の面からも、お互いの立場からも見過ごすわけにはいかないことですが。
I really just think you're confused as to what that really was. There's nothing I could say to have us seeing eye to eye. How annoying having to explain to these people what I did so I don't attract Mr. Tomioka's attention to our group.
なるほど。
Can we just let this go?
あなたの主張は理解しました。
They don't believe me?
まあ、かなこさんにしろ望月先生にしろ、ああいう人ですから、そんなところだと思っていましたが、あなたの方にも誤解されて仕方のない面があるということも理解しておいた方がいいでしょうね。
What? You mean that there's no chance in me ever being fully understood?
自覚していないのですか？
Well,
チェ、まったくこれだからモテモテやろうわ。でもいいもんね。俺にはあかりさんがいるんだから。
いません。
そういうこと言わないで。
ともあれ、もう少しばかり振る舞いには気をつけた方がいいでしょう。誰とは言いませんが、あなたの不祥事を待ち受け、ことさらに言い立てて問題に仕立て上げる人がいないとは限りません。
understood. I think I've said what I think I've needed to say. My face feels soft from the weak muscles in my
フ
face.
ラフラしているのも悪いんじゃないの？はっきりと表明してしまえば、少なくとも変な噂はなくなるでしょうね。
You need an explanation?
そうだぞ。俺なんかあかりさん一筋だから、いくら女の子と喋っていても誤解どころか記憶さえされない。
Is that really something to be proud of?
まったくさっさと決めちまえっての。あげはってまんざらでもないんだからさ。
What do you mean? I suddenly turned pure white. Hold on a sec. What's that name doing over there?
あ、他に誰がいるってんだよ。
Hold on, I'm trying to get situated.
どこからどう見てもなのにな。ですよね、あかりさん。
Sure, we're friends and everything, but just friends, you got it? Nothing more. His response was so condescending. What do you want?
別に。
あら、そうなの？それにしては優秀なセンサーを持っているそうだけど、
A censor?
相手の居場所が確実にわかると聞いたわよ。誰にも聞こえていなかった姫木さんの足音を真っ先に聞きつけたとか。姫木さんも屋内にいたのに、あなたが来るのを感じ取って迎えに出たとか。
I guess it could work in theory. Nice, I guess. There's that strange face again. The atmosphere is not the same as it was a few days ago. But before all of this technology, we learned of each person's patterns and would meet based on the schedule they had produced for themselves. I feel like I'm getting night drunk already. It's not even 9. What the heck is going on?
そうかもしれないわね。でも違うかもしれないわよ。
だよな。それなら俺だって葵のことよく知ってるし。
Oh my god, this game is destroying me. What? Oh my god.
でも葵はさ、俺とあかりさんのこと全然応援してくれないし。
それは別の話です。
But it's not as though this whole thing just started either. Agaha and I may or may not have a thing for each other. We see each other occasionally.
息が合うならそういうことなのでしょう。別に私は男女交際を禁止するつもりはありませんよ。
やった。
もちろん同行していると判断した場合は当人同士がどうあろうとそれなりの対処をさせていただきますけどね。
ひどい。
We started ignoring Masatsugu's calls for attention.
では
Uh-huh. Akari and Masatsugu vanished as I got prepared.
よ、色男。今度は会長さんにまで手出すか、こいつ。
Dumbfounded, I looked around to see where Masatsugu had gone. Akari and the others too. We should recognize them for their hard work. That was by far the most confusing segment of the game I have ever played. Ever. But I will keep going for one more. I understand I'll run past 9, but because I did have that intermission, I do want to make up for it. So I'll keep going. Let me just quickly check what's going on with Discord. Alright, nothing terribly new. Alright. That's good. And there.
ほんとプニプニだ。いつも思うけどアゲハの妹とは思えない可憐さだね。
Hotaru is extremely popular with the others in the dorm. She comes every morning, so she's become a familiar face. Well, even more than a familiar face if she gets this kind of treatment.
ホタルちゃん、うちの子にならない？そうだよ。アゲハちゃん一緒でもいいよ。お姉さんたちが毎晩可愛がってあげる。怖い。
Hey, hey. Everyone understands your feelings, so it's okay.
わかる？
Hotaru, you're too cute, so it would be impossible.
可愛い。ああ、葵くん。ホタルちゃん口説くんだ。ずるいぞ。
I'm not flirting!
口説いてないの？
I'm not! With a look of dissatisfaction, she pouts a little. Prettily, she continues pouting. Sorry. They just look so soft I couldn't help myself.
あー、ずるい。私もやる。
From all directions, fingers stretch out and start poking and prodding at Hotaru's cheeks.
お兄、助けて。
Hey guys, hurry up and eat your breakfast. We'll be late.
おはよう。
Hey.
おはようございます。あ、おはよう。
Kotori's eyes begin looking over at Hotaru's shoulders.
あーちゃんなら先にお出かけしました。また？本当何やってるのかしら。あなた聞いてない？
Hotaru shakes her head. Oh, so Hotaru doesn't know, huh? Seriously, what's she doing? She could at least tell me. Everyone finishes breakfast, cleans their plates, and heads to school. Hotaru walks by my side as I push Kotori's wheelchair. The Kazado sisters follow behind. Until now, Ageha would usually join up with us on the way. It's been a while since that stopped happening.
アゲハ先輩、今日もいらっしゃらないですね。あの人がいてくれないと実作業が進められないのですが、部長の目の前でよく言えるわね。来なさい、ハット。わあ、すごいです、小鳥先輩。これが部長の人徳というものよ。ハットは鳥さんだから鳥徳じゃ。ハット、そっちもお仕置き。わわ。
A rare sight. Hotaru laughs out loud. LOL! Lol. Laughs out loud. Now that I think about it, Hotaru almost never laughs like this. Even though they're sisters, she is the complete opposite of Ageha. Ageha will LOL about almost anything. Laugh out loud. Okay. Ageha will laugh out loud about almost anything. Even though their faces look alike, that their personalities would be this different is hard to believe. If I'd had any brothers, I wonder if we would have been similar or completely different. Kotori suddenly flings both her arms up in the air. What brought that on? That's true. In my case, I've flown around the gliding area many times. But Kotori, Ageha, everyone else, they haven't been able to experience this. Not to mention, to fly with our own wings. We haven't done that once since our incident last year. Right. Despite the suddenness of the question, I respond without hesitation. We will fly up into the sky with our own wings. The dream which, lying dormant inside me this past year, has been gradually getting stronger and coming alive. That dream will become a reality this summer, the season that is just now beginning. That's the reason why we're all working so hard. That's why I know it will come. The morning glory will come. What happened last year was a sign. All the data points to it. It will come this year. It will definitely come. I clench my fist. And then, we will all fly. Kotori clenches her fist. Asa excitedly thrusts her arms out wide. We all look up at the blue sky. There we can see white wings dancing. The new gliders we have made dancing in the wind. Our wings. The sky will become ours. Even though she says this, Yoru has a happy glint in her eye. I suddenly feel uneasy. Hey, Hotaru, what about Ageha? Did she say anything to you? Hey. Well, just because she hasn't said anything to Hotaru doesn't mean Ageha's feelings aren't the same as ours. Fired up? Heads out? You mean every day? I see. For some reason, Ageha's recent behavior doesn't quite add up. Obviously, part of that is due to the fact that I don't know what she's doing. What does Ageha actually think about flying? I haven't actually directly asked her that question. Tobioka isn't anywhere to be seen near the school gates. Hotaru tightly tugs on my sleeve. Yeah? Ah, right. Now that I think about it, she's right. The members of the soaring club shouldn't get too close so as not to arouse Tobioka's suspicion. If Kotori isn't with me, that would seem strange. I let Asa and Yoru go first. Then after a minute passes, we also start to head towards the school gates. Hey. I lightly pull Hotaru towards me. Help me push, okay? We begin to push Kotori's wheelchair together. That's because Ageha authorized this, right? Hotaru cheerfully pushes the wheelchair. We part with Hotaru and walk towards our classroom. Ah, someone's here. What are you talking about? All I could hear is chatter. That's Kotori for you. She reads the situation, sends out feelers, and suddenly attacks.
まあいろいろさ。
But Ageha is quite used to Kotori's ways, and unfazed, she nimbly avoids a question.
いろいろじゃわかんないのよ。説明してくれてもいいじゃない。
Kotori shoots an even more direct question. My feelings also rhyme with her interrogation. Yeah, Ageha, tell us what you've been doing. If you don't, we can't calm down and get to work now, can we?
それが今はまだ言えないことが多いんだよね。私たちにも？みんなにも。何よそれ。ふざけないでよ。ふざけてないよ。ふざけてるでしょその態度。
Hey, hey! Seeing things were about to heat up, I jump in. It's just like old times, seeing you two argue like this.
思い出させないでよ。
As if remembering her obstinate past, Kotori bitterly becomes sullen.
ああ、そんなこともあったの、じいさんや。
You can talk, being the granny who's the oldest, and nearing her birthday.
さらば青春、さらば若き日。さようなら、私たちのシャイニングデイズ。
The shining days. さらば。
さらば青春、さらば若き日。さようなら、私たちのシャイニングデイズ。
You give up quick?
というわけで、葵、週末付き合ってね。
Right. Just like always. Geez, like always, I reply without thinking. Wait, what? Weekend?
週末。
On the weekends, I normally go to the gliding area or work at Tatsuya's factory. From the start of next week, we have finals, so I was planning on taking a holiday from both to spend time studying.
日曜はさすがに勉強だよ。でも土曜日ならちょっとぐらいいいよね。お、デートのお誘いか。大胆だね。
It's not like that. If Ageha asks you to hang out, it's always checking out a home center or a hardware store. I'm not expecting to become anything like what Kotori is expecting. Before I know it, time ticks away and the weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before heading out, I carefully stretch. Hibiki is here, so I don't need to worry about Kotori. The Kazano sisters have also already headed out to visit their grandfather. There aren't any real problems at the dormitory. All that's left to concern myself with is my own physical condition. I'll almost definitely be made to carry big and heavy tools and materials, then be made to carry them all the way to the secret base, and do this over and over. As it's another hot day, I've been sure to prepare enough water. All that's left is to limber up and head out. Okay, it's almost the time we arranged to meet. It's been ages since I've been out with Ageha. Seriously, a long time. Wait, has it really been a long time? Wait a sec. Wait. When was the last time we hung out together, just the two of us? We often talked one-on-one in the classroom. Whenever she would come to the dormitory to hang out, we often ended up alone. On the way to Tatsuya's, we always walked together. But meeting up like this and going somewhere, just the two of us? If I think about it now, it really has been a long time. Nah. More than a long time, it's the first time since last year. Last year we went to Wendy's together. That was the last time. Jeez. Strangely, I can't compose myself. I feel all restless. Hold on a second. Calm yourself. It's just Ageha. Just Ageha! Right? Just Ageha. Just Ageha. Just Ageha. It's not like it's somebody special, and it's not like we're going somewhere romantic or anything. Just a home center, hardware store, raw goods shop, or even the library.
もう来てたか。
Huh? Yeah, you're late.
待たせちゃった。
Waiting around in this heat? I'll get totally dehydrated.
それは大変。じゃあ行こっか。
Alright. Her shoulders are exposed. Recently, I've only seen her in uniform, so it seems strangely pretty. Thin and curved. And lovely.
どうした？
No.
それにして
What is?
だから葵がさ、いい体してんじゃん。足はがっしり、お尻は引き締まって上半身は逆三角形。
What are you gawking at?
だから体だって。
She says it so bluntly, I can't think of a way to protest. Ageha's eyes continue to look my body up and down without reserve.
うんうん、制服で隠すのもったいない。いい体だね。トレーニング欠かしてないね。
That's just to lose body weight so that I can fly. I also need to sharpen my reflexes. Anyway, doesn't this kind of thing usually go the other way?
お、逆の方がいい？じゃあじっくりたっぷり見る？
As if getting ready to have her measurements taken, Ageha lightly lifts her arms and presents her whole body to me. No, I mean, I can't just blatantly stare at her because she says I can. From top to bottom, from her hair to her feet. Sandals. Are these going to be okay to wear? The heels are pretty high. And her toenails, she's painted them so nicely. Again, my eyes return to the top. Knees, legs, hips, waist. Was Ageha always this thin?
ほら、目がやらしい。
You're the one who was showing off.
葵のエッチ。
You're the creep. You're the one who started this in the first place.
顔真っ赤。
Shut.
葵、すぐ赤くなるよね。
Because of her smile, I feel a sensation other than embarrassment.
さて、ジャブの応酬も済んだところで行きますか。
See, exchanging jabs. She wanted to play Smash. Why, you dirty... So where are we going? I prepared myself to carry a lot of heavy things.
うんうん。いい心がけだ、荷物持ちくん。
Anything up to 18-liter drum I can handle. Anything over that, you're barking up the wrong tree.
あは、大丈夫大丈夫。そんなの買わないって。
Ageha takes the lead and starts walking. What are you going to buy? You've already got all the tools you need, right? If it's something special, right now the budget can't...
まあ、特殊というか、なんというか。
Hmm?
買うのに付き合ってもらってなんだけどさ、葵には使えないものなんだよね。
I couldn't? Something you can't use unless you're extremely adept? Something that requires a great deal of technical knowledge attained through study? Like that? But she's only been studying since last year. At this stage, she shouldn't need to buy anything like that. Wendy's? There are all sorts of stores here. Ageha's family store, Himegi Sports, Tasaki store, Sun Eve's. It's on a small scale, but there's also a home center. If you need something, you come to this place and walk around to search for anything you can
それ
use.
じゃあこっち。
Huh? On the top floor? Ageha rides an escalator to the top floor. There's no home center here. I guess she's going to pop into Himegi Sports. Huh? I blurt out as soon as I see where Ageha is headed. Underwear? It's an underwear store! A woman's underwear store. A specialist one at that. Underwear designed for young women. Various designs, various colors, frilly types, erotic types.
だよね。葵には使えないものだって。
Yeah, you said that. You did say that, but... My face turns red. I begin to sweat. I struggle to find a place to turn my eyes. Eventually, I cover my eyes with my hands and stand stock still.
真っ赤。
Of course I am!
そんな顔してそんな声出してたら注目の的だぜ。ほれほれ見られてる。みんな見てるよ。噂してるよ。何あの人、下着売り場でエッチ。やだ、変態よ。警察呼んで。警風の男子よ。
Why are you trying to embarrass me like this? I'm going to be over there.
ああ、じゃあいくつか試着するから少しかかるんで待っててね。
Try? Try on? At an underwear store? In other words? I turn my back on the store and try to control my breathing. I have to stop my wild thoughts. Get control. Control yourself. That's it. Think of the feeling of flight. Sudden stalling, turbulence, spins, rocking, descent. If you have an accident on a bicycle, you merely hit the ground. But in a glider, an accident means falling from the sky, so no matter what the situation, you can't lose composure. To return safely to the ground is the most important thing to a pilot. Soon, I will pass through the passage of cloud, so to be disturbed by something as trivial as this isn't acceptable. Calm down. Calm down. Keep the machine in line with the horizon, catch the wind with the wings. With a deep breath, I somehow regained composure. That's right, it's only Ageha. When we were little kids, we took baths together.
葵はどの色のブラが好き？
Yeah, there goes. Choo! Choo! Why can't I read this line? Choo! I can't calm down.
その顔すごいよ
Now look here.
いやいやもう終わったから大丈夫だよ
Huh?
何買うか最初から決めてあったから試着なんてとっくに何度も何度もやってますって
Boastfully, Ageha lifts up a colorful small box resembling a chocolate container.
ほれ厳選したパンツとブラ見る
Don't show me! Darn it, men's underwear are so simple, but women's are like this. They have to be tried on and then put into this kind of packaging. Nah, that's not where the problem lies. What exactly are you trying to
い
do?
や軽いものを先に買った方が荷物抱えてうろつき回るよりいいでしょ
That's not what I'm talking about.
さて次
Hey, wait! The next place was a clothes store on the same
こ
floor.
れは葵に見てもらわないとならなくてね
I'm not gonna fall for your tricks anymore.
いいやいいやほらこっちのブラウスとこっちのどっちがいい
They're both fine.
じゃあ両方と言えたらよかったんだけどねさすがにそこまでお金ないのさほらほら私が着てるとこを想像してみてよこれとこれこっちのちょっと大胆なのはどう
I don't know. I don't know anything about girls' clothes.
いやいやだからこそ新鮮な正直な目で素直に聞かせてほしいわけねどっち着てる私と歩きたい
Walking together, side by side? That would be like a date? Me and Ageha? Like boyfriend and girlfriend, all romantic, being all touchy-feely? Nothing, hey.
何も着ない方が好み
God damn it. Of course not! Seriously, what kind of a girl talks about this with a guy? Talk about this stuff with other girls!
だってさやっぱり見てほしい相手に見てもらった方が確実じゃない
The person you want to see it? You mean...
ああ忘れてるこいつひどい
What did I do?
うん
Ageha suddenly pouts her cheeks. She seriously looks
ク
angry.
イズだよここはどこでしょうヒントこの間のお話
The old secret base? I guess? We spoke about that, I'm pretty sure.
正解では第2問そこで葵は私に何て言ったでしょう
At the old secret base. Oh, that? She wants to make me say that in this place? But Ageha is giving off an intense impression that if I don't say it, she will not forgive me. That? Well, I guess you could say I got carried away. I didn't really understand anything then.
あ
Whoa, she looks like she should be in some bad comic. Whoa, she looks like she should be in some bad comic. The wrinkles on her forehead are amazing. You see... Oh man, I can't say any more than this. I try frantically to move my trembling lips and force out the words. I like you. Will you go out with me? I said. Ageha looks flabbergasted. She turns completely white. Seriously, completely dumbfounded, astonishingly, speechlessly aghast. Damn. That's a screenshot.
あ、えっと
You're the one who wanted me to say it. That's right. I said, will you go out with me? The way a guy normally says to a girl. I thought that's what you did. Whoa, the dark history I'd sealed up until now. If there was no one around, I'd want to cover my head in my hands and roll my head around. I'm so embarrassed I could die. Before I moved house, the age when I would get excited by reading comics that showed girls' underwear, or by walking around town with a girl a little bit older than me. At that time, when I realized that boys are meant to tell girls that they like them, at that time I said it to the girl I liked the most. Ageha. When I think about it, the words I said come back to me so clearly. I like you, go out with me! Then Ageha, she... what did she say again? I remember Ageha's face at that moment. It was the same as now, dumbfounded, shocked, pale, eyes and mouth wide open. But I can't remember what it was she said. What I do remember is that in the end, Ageha didn't go out with me. In other words, I was rejected. I'm not really sure what brought things to the point where I was like, go out with me. We were always together, always hanging out. Touching wasn't a problem. We would tickle each other practicing judo holds, stuff like that. But what I remember clearly is that my confession wasn't accepted. I totally thought we worked together and that Ageha would be happy, so I was shocked. And then it became awkward between us and the days we didn't meet continued. And while this was happening, I had to move. I moved away from Kazigara. And then it came to now. Why is it so painful to remember my old self? Dripping with sweat, labored breathing, face on fire, just like
い
this.
やその
Ageha, still pale as before, tonelessly murmurs.
悪かった私が全面的に間違ってましたですはいいやだから言わせたかったのはそっちじゃなくてアゲハって男みたいだよなあっち
After saying this, Ageha turns red and looks at the ground.
ごめん
This time it's my turn to go completely pale. Now that she mentions it, there were other things I said before I confessed. Ageha, you're kind of boyish, aren't you? You're not a girl, you're bigger than me, totally flat-chested. I did say that, didn't I?
でしょ
But Ageha and I don't say anything beyond that. We didn't buy any clothes, don't go anywhere in particular, just aimlessly walk around and then leave the store. After we change floors, I can finally change the mood. Well, anyways, I'll buy that for you. Oh. Not that. Okay. I meant to hit spacebar so I can take another screenshot.
おう許す
Ageha suddenly returns back to normal. As if the pale, shocked expression never existed, she completely returns to high spirits. Because she returns back to normal, I let out a relieved sigh.
つまりねそういうことなのよ
Right.
葵のせいなわけ
What is?
これ
Ageha lightly holds up the shopping bag in her hand. Those underwear from before, though I can't really see them.
男みたいだ男だって言われたのすごくショックでさしかも言うだけ言って葵逃げちゃうし
I didn't run away, I had to move to a different town.
私の前から消えたんだから同じだって
Hm.
で私は決心したわけ
As if she were the Statue of Liberty holding up her torch, Ageha lifts her crepe high into the air. Whoa, be careful, the contents will spill out.
見返してやるあの何も分かってないバカ青よ男だって言ったことごめんなさいさせてやるって
Right when it seems chocolate cream will spill all over the place, she swiftly lowers her crate.
おいしい
After taking a bite, she happily breaks into a big grin.
で私は目覚めた。
The power lying dormant in your right arm?
そう古代から連綿と続く人間界に紛れた魔族の血を示す紋章が浮き上がるこの封印されし邪悪なる右腕が
Whoa, she said it all in one breath. So, what then?
おしゃれに
As if it were nothing, we continue. We aren't a stylish pair by any means.
女の子らしく可愛く葵が夢中になるように葵が私が悪うございました可愛いアゲハ様と私の前に土下座するくらいに
Oh, that. I guess I should give you a written apology.
そうそうあたうべからずっておいおいそれ不可能ってことやないけ
Ageha begins to flap her empty hand.
折感するね後でじっくり
Solder my fingers? Melt my eyelids? Ah, mechanical tools are terrifying in this situation.
心にドリル魂に悪行
Open up my chest and pour molten metal inside?
目
Whoa!
標には何て書く
A boy who yearned for the sun rests alone. His soul is one with the morning glory.
よーし最後の晩餐と行こう
Crepe! Having taken a huge morsel of crepe, she thrust it before my eyes.
ほら自分の分買ってないでしょ
Nah, it's okay. I don't need any.
私だけ食べるってのもなんか嫌じゃない
Alright, I'll buy myself one.
いいからいいから
She forces a crepe on me. This, well, it is Ageha. We used to get along so well a long time ago. No, not that long. It was only last year we would share indirect kisses when tasting ice cream. Alright, I'll have some. Lunch. That's right. This was totally normal for us back in the day. Stealing each other's ice cream, scrambling to be the first to lick one ice cream, our lips touching each other's, biting into the crepe, the texture, the sweet taste of the cream filling my mouth, and a different kind of sweetness. A strange sweetness which makes my heart race. Sweetness mixed with a little embarrassment. I didn't feel this way last year. Maybe because it's a crepe? Munch.
おいしいでしょ
Yeah.
昔みたいにはいかないね
Of course. To begin with, we look completely different.
だね葵は立派な男の子になったし
You also. I recalled the moment I first saw Ageha after coming back to this town. I didn't realize it was Ageha and just thought it was a cute girl.
何何か面白そうなこと言いかけたねどれ隠さずに言ってごらんなさいお姉さんに洗いざらい隅から隅までほれほれ
Whoa, acting all high and mighty. Nothing. Like I said before, you've also become a beautiful girl.
ああそうだったね葵が戻ってきた時だまあよしとするかな葵に言われたからおしゃれしてみるようになってついに認めてもらえたミッションコンプリート
Mission completo!
というには称賛の言葉が全然足りないような気がするなあの時のああが欲しいね
At that time.
ほらいい女になっただろって言った時さということでワンサゲン可愛い女の子になったでしょ
Well, let's go back.
ほらいい女になっただろって言った時さあの時の葵の返事が最高だったのにさ
A splendid girl, a beautiful girl, the very essence of woman. There isn't another girl in the world who perfectly represents the quintessence of womanhood.
背中出して鉄筆で設計図書いてあげる
Don't you call that a tattoo?
拷問っていうのよ
A perfect girl.
もう一声
Beautiful.
許す
Good to know.
でもせっかくなんでもう一回
You're real cute, Ageha.
葵も素敵だよ。
We both suddenly take on a serious expression and look deep into each other's eyes. And then, at the same time, we burst out laughing. After we laugh for a while, we wipe the tears from our eyes. Whoa, I haven't laughed this hard for ages. My stomach hurts.
やっぱ葵だねこのノリは。
Me too. I can only have fun with a girl like you.
一番の親友だもんね。
Yeah, we're... For some reason, the word friends gets stuck in my throat. Hey, Ageha. I thought the reason I came today was to buy things for the club.
うん。
So how did it turn into this?
ああ、まあそう思うのは仕方ないよね。試験前にデートだもんね。
That word again. For some reason, it knocks me back. That can't be the reason Ageha came out. The word date? The uneasy feeling it causes? What is
で
this?
もさ、今しかなくって。
For what?
息抜きのチャンス。来週から期末試験で、それが終わればいよいよグライダーだけに専念できる。グライダー付けになるよ。作る方と飛ぶ方と。
That's true.
朝から晩まで作業して、それでも間に合うかどうかギリギリ。葵だって飛行訓練さらにしなくちゃならないし、飛ぶこと以外考えていられなくなる。
What's wrong with that?
それだけじゃ良くないと思うんだ。ロボット部で経験あるんだけど、朝から晩まで根詰めるとかえって失敗する。何が何でもこれしかない、これ以外にない、他のことは考えられない。そんな風に視界狭くしちゃうと他の人の言葉も聞けないし、自分を縛っちゃう。これだけ頑張ってるんだからうまくいくはずだ。休まないでいるんだからこのやり方でいいはずだ。それで失敗しちゃったら、ロボットならうまく動かない、競技で負けるっていう、それだけで済むけどさ、グライダーは死ぬから。
A shiver passes through me. The bicycle. I recall the accident.
だからほどほどに気を緩めるのも真剣に頑張るのと同じくらい大事だと私は考えたわけね。
I suppose so. I suppose it's just as she says. Our opponent is the sky, vast and beautiful, perfect, but also a place that will snatch your life away in an instant. On that point, the instructors at the glider area are constantly emphasizing. Having flown many times and learned all the techniques, I've come to understand this more than anyone. After seeing Amande's flight last year, I've come to learn just how dangerous it is. There's no guarantee you'll make it back in one piece. To ensure something bad like that doesn't happen, to the same extent as you immerse yourself, you should ease up, broaden your outlook. Don't forget to make composed judgments. Just in case, even if the morning glory occurs, I need to be able to judge whether I should turn back and land. If I throw myself into it completely, I can't do that. I saw it at the cycle racing arena. Having raced so far, striving for a perfect finish, through dehydration or muscle failure, so many athletes have irrevocably injured themselves.
で、まあとりあえず少しは緩んでくれたかな。
Yeah. Jeez, this girl. She understands me more than anyone. Having been friends for a long time, right now I really appreciate it.
それじゃ裁判始めましょうか。
Huh? My mind can't keep up.
裁判では改定。被告人水瀬葵、そこに正座しなさい。被告人の罪はここ最近見境なく女性に手を出しまくっていることである。まったくこの節操なし浮気者スケベシリガル軽薄単勝。
Hey, what are you talking about?
まず第一の罪。 抱きついていた。
That? She hugged me!
第二の罪、かなこさんとデートしていた。フラックスに行ったって。いいわね、仲良くて。
It's not like that. All we did was eat ice cream. And she's the one who invited me.
第三の罪、あかりさんにまで言いより迫り口説きけしからん振る舞いを。
Who's been saying that about me? Look, Mama was there as well. I want to call a witness.
おー、言い訳するんだ。
Hey, look. In the end, trying not to look too close inside school, that strategy, the person who thought of that was you, right?
確かに。でもだからってあまね先輩の胸に顔を埋め、かなこさんの手を握り、あかり先輩を押し倒そうとするなんて。
I didn't!
してないの？
You can't just blatantly twist the facts like that.
なんでしないのよ。
You want me to?
してくれないと折檻できないじゃない。
Your method and objectives are backwards.
ああ、バレたか。
Punishment before the fact. You're horrible.
じゃあセクハラ襲われる、助けて。
I don't want to hear that kind of talk from a freak who shows her panties off.
よし、わかった。お菓子に葵も私にパンツ見せびらかしていいわ。
That doesn't make up for anything!
男女平等。
Right. To do the same laborious work I do.
女の子に重い荷物持たせるなんて最低。
Using a man to your heart's content is just as bad, so right back at you.
よし、お互い最低ってことでここは引き分けにしといてあげる。
You're the one who tried to draw me into a trap right from the start.
細かいことは気にしない。大空に生きるんでしょ。
Hey, in order to fly in the sky, I never overlook the small details. Actually, about that, while engaging in this stupid back and forth, something pops into my head. Why not Hotaru? Hotaru, you brought up Amane, Kumoi, Nanako, but you said nothing about Hotaru. To which Ageha, with a look of surprise, blinked so hard I think I could almost hear it.
だってホタルは大丈夫でしょ。
No chance. Of what?
いや、だから葵があれ。
Ageha's eyes swim. To gain control of her thoughts, her eyes fix on a point where no one is. They stay there. But what exactly is giving her so much strife?
ホタルなら安心だし、安心だよね。
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't try anything funny with her.
だよね。
But did you think that I would try to with the others?
いや、葵だし。
Well, I'm glad you think you can trust me.
葵だし、ホタルだし、問題ないよね。
Completely unlike her, Ageha's way of speaking lacks confidence. What are you all flustered about?
なんだろう。
Hold on.
まあいいや、大事なことならそのうち出てくるでしょ。
If it doesn't, it'll cause problems.
やめてよ。
Her voice takes on a serious tone.
まあ止まれ。そういうことだからさ。もうちょっと遊んでこ。
Okay, fine. After that, for a while, we forget about the sky, the exams, everything, and have fun together. But still, what was bothering her? It seems that Ageha doesn't even understand it herself.
遊んだね。
Yeah, it was. I always spend my holidays working or doing flight training, so haven't had fun like this for ages.
みんなには悪いけど、楽しかった。
Yeah, I had fun too. My hands are filled with shopping bags. After that, I still ended up going to even more stores and get stuck with Ageha buying clothes. And of course, I have to carry them. By the way, you sure can buy a lot of clothes.
なーに言ってんの。女の子ならこのくらい当然だって。むしろ少ないぐらいよ。
Ah, right.
男の方が数は少ないけど高いもの買うってお母さん言ってたし。
I mean, you're not wrong. Well, I can't deny that. I laughed bitterly. If it's parts for my bike, someone who doesn't know might be dumbstruck by the price I pay for them.
そうだ、荷物持ちついでにうち寄ってってよ。お母さんも喜ぶから。
So this is Himegi House. This place looks nice. Sorry to intrude. Ojamashimasu. I entered the Himegi residence. The old Himegi house was a sports goods store on the first floor. Then in the back and on the second floor were the living quarters. Because I thought it was cool she lived in a sports goods store, along with the secret base, I often came to play there. Now their shop is located in Windy's, and the Himegi family live in a house close by. Of course, this isn't my first time here. I've already come to visit a bunch of times this year. Hey, Hotaru.
おい、ただいま。お兄だ。おーい、お姉ちゃんですよ。お兄がうちにいる。不思議。あーちゃんもいるんですけど。いたの。葵、悪いけど先に帰って。これから姉妹で熱く語り合うから。主に拳で。
Hey, you'd be more beautiful if you got along.
これも宿命。血を分けた姉といえども、戦いを避けられぬ悲しき定め。
Huh? Hey, Hotaru. Isn't this a bit off character for you? And by that I mean too off character?
我が真の力を今こそ解放するとき。さあ、かかってくるがよい。まさかこの技を使うことになろうとは。
Agaha takes out a stance, opens up both arms, and, with a strange air, begins twirling them. Whoa! With a whoosh, a figure appears behind Agaha, and in that instant, it occurs. With a shock, Agaha flies into the air. No, seriously, both legs completely separate from the ground.
このバカ娘はお客様の前で何やってんだい。
Excuse my intrusion.
あら、おいくよく来たね。
いきなりのケツキックは反則。
Is a foul.
漫画も没収。ホタルにろくでもないことを教えた罰だよ。
Of course it's that. I felt like I've heard those lines before.
あーちゃん、今のでよかったの？おお、バッチグー。
After giving the thumbs up, Agaha gets another kick to the butt. Goodbye, Agaha. I'll never forget you.
あーちゃんとお出かけしてたの？
Yeah,
いいな。
me carrying parcels and shopping bags looks enviable to Hotaru. Definitely a girl's way of thinking. Sorry for just the two of us going. Sorry for just the two of us going. Next time we'll all go together. Something wrong?
なんでもない。
What a weirdo.
お尻まだヒリヒリするよ。
Do you want me to rub it for you? No, I'm kidding. You reap what you sow. I was invited to stay for dinner, but I have to make dinner for the others in the dorm, so I decline and leave. As I apologize and head off, Agaha receives a third kick in the butt.
お母さん横暴すぎるよね。
You'll probably be like that one day.
まあ、あのケツキックはもうちょっとで得できるんだけどね。
Please don't.
大丈夫よ。葵しか蹴らないから。
That's worse.
愛あればこそよ。
I don't need that kind of love.
ああ、そうだ。まだ時間あるでしょ。ちょっと寄り道してかない？
Okay. Where to? Anchan's?
いやいや。
Whoa!
しばらく来てなかったもんね。
The grass has grown.
生きてるね。君たちも。
It's been a year since the last time we flew here. From then on, we've been hiding the glider as carefully as possible. Not just the flying, but we've had to hide the existence of the Soaring Club itself. Without thinking, I hold out both my arms wide. The sky. It's so vast, it expands forever. The sky. Different to the glider area, here above our town, the sky above our Kazagara. My desire to fly flows out of me stronger than ever. I want to go into the sky. I want to pass through the passage of clouds, in the glider we made, in our own wings, into the sky. Oh! Without resisting my impulses, I yell out. What? I like your attitude. I look out over the lake as it sparkles with the light of the fading sun. Without thinking, I inhale sharply. I'm gonna fly! Ageha gets caught up in the same excitement, but Ageha, these days, Ageha has been doing something separate to the rest of us. What has she been doing? This is what I really want to ask. As well as that, I want to confirm one thing. Right now, I just yelled, I'm gonna fly, but Ageha didn't say that. In order to make the glider, you're helping out a lot, right? I'm sure about what you do in the club room, but what else have you been doing? Why? Something you can't tell the rest of us? Because you think we'll tell others? You can't trust in us? After searching my expression, Ageha lightly shrugs her shoulders. Fine. Would you be scrutinized by Tobioka? At best, you mean... Accomplice? I understand that, but if I'm protected like that, I really don't like it. Well, yeah, that's true, but if you say that, you're the same, right? If you aren't here, we can't make the glider. I struggle to find words. Logically speaking, she's right. But Ageha, if you're doing something dangerous, and if you were to disappear, I don't want to fly if it comes to that. If it comes to that, it would be better not to fly. I want to fly with everyone, together. If it's not all of us, I don't want to do it. Of course, we're friends. Ageha lightly thrust out a clenched fist. I lightly tap her fist with my own. We'll fly, all of us, together. I'm happy you're doing so much to help, but please don't make me worry. Don't do anything dangerous, okay? Do your best. Hey, look here.
私今ものすごく充実してるんだから。
Ageha doesn't look at me, but somewhere in the sky that I was just looking at.
飛ばそうね、あの白い機体をまた。
Yeah.
そして守ろう、みんなの場所を。去年みたいなあんなのはもう絶対に嫌。
Yeah. The collapsing garage. The shock I received from those sights, those sounds, even now, just remembering it makes my chest
今
hurt.
度こそ成功させるの。誰も見たことのない空を私たちの機体で葵に飛んでほしい。そのために頑張るから。私できる限りのことやって必ず葵が飛べるようにするから。
Ageha. I feel really ashamed. Just because she hadn't been to the secret base, hadn't been working beside us, just because of that, I had felt distanced from her. Ageha, more than all of us, had been completely, earnestly, sincerely, desperate to succeed. Because I realized this, I feel I'm definitely going to fly in the glider that everyone has made. I will pass through the morning glory. Right now, what's needed of me isn't to feel sorry for or apologize to Ageha. What I need to do is use my actions to make Ageha's hopes come alive, to become her expression of determination. Ageha replies with a smile. This was her most beautiful smile today. Well, Ageha, see you tomorrow. I'm back! Ageha's yell fills me to the brim. Looks like the dormitory work will come first. But I'll be sidestepping everyone today, so few are here today. Asa and Yoru spend their weekends at home, while Kotori is eating out with Hibari.
お腹減ったよ。
Okay, I'll get right to it.
アゲハちゃんとうまくいった？
Barely avoided a witch hunt, but whose fault do you think that was?
やだ、葵くんの女ったらし。
I wonder if it's okay for me to get angry about now.
おかえりなさい。
Hey, here I am. Now, I think I'll wash the potatoes and carrots
じゃ
first.
あこっちは鶏肉の下ごしらえしておくよ。
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
いい匂い。お腹すいた。ご飯まだかしら。
I swung the pot around to deliver a pile of food to a large plate, a giant cloud of steam following it all the way to the table.
ご飯よそう。箸なんて？
We need 7.
揃った？それじゃみんないただきます。
Chop, chop.
うまくできたね。お兄もお料理上手。
Kanako-san, is it okay if I ask a question?
はい、どうぞ。
These two on my right and left, how long have they been with me?
片方は最初からいたし、もう片方は葵くんの後ろにずっとくっついてたよ。
I see. Right! And what could it mean?
いや、言ってなかった？青兄のところでご飯食べてきなさいって。ちゃんと食材持参だし、お手伝いもしました。
It's fine, I got my permission, so eating here is not a problem. The problem is, why this seat? One side of the table was Kanako and everyone else from the dorm. And then there was me, sitting in the middle on the side opposite from her. Ageha on my right and Hotaru on my left.
両手に花だね。いいじゃない。可愛い子に囲まれて。男の夢ってやつでしょ。
Trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
食べないならもらうよ。青兄、おかわりいる？代わりに私のこれあげる。あ、じゃあ私も。 ほら葵、あーして食べさせてあげるよ。
Who's eating?
あに、あ
No, I mean...
ー
Uh...
そうだぞ葵、お客様は大事にするもんよ。だからほらこっち見て、あーするの。りょうこしっかりとってよ。わかった。
What are you doing with that camera?
新聞部に売って部費の足しにするんだっけ。いやいや、水瀬のおばさまにお送りして彼女とのデート代が足りないってことで葵のお小遣いを増やしてもらうのさ。そうすればソアリング部の活動費が増えるという幸せな結果に。
We'll rip them off for the whole sum!
さすがアゲハ、えげつない。もっと褒めて。あーちゃんずる賢い。ここなら邪魔が入らないから後でたっぷり語り合おうね。青兄が代わりに戦ってくれます。ひどい、私というものがありながら。
I'd kind of like to eat, but...
いいねいいね、ご飯がどんどん進むってもんだよ。
Please stop already!
人の不幸は蜜の味。
Your sister has some harsh lessons to teach.
葵の不幸は鉄の味。
Ah, right. That's because blood is full of iron. So is that cause enough for us to show restraint?
青兄の
Gee, I wonder who's to blame!
葵だよね、ホタル。
What's this sudden collusion? It's like I said already, just stop looking at me with those grins on your faces.
だってさ、ほらなんか邪魔しちゃ悪いっていうか、世界が完成してるから。しかも姉妹だよ。姉妹丼だっけ。
Hey! I've had about enough of this for one day.
それじゃごちそうさまでした。失礼します。はーい、お疲れさん。明日も来るんでしょ。ノート用意しといてあげる。よろしくお願いします。試験勉強するんだよね。 私もいい？
Well, I don't mind, but... Hatari spoke with unusual intensity.
ちょっと、あんた同学年いないのに。
She has a point. With us in year 3 and Kazano sisters in year 1, there isn't much for Hotaru to gain as she's the only second year student. But if she wants to come, she's welcome.
行きます。
Hotaru again spoke with unusual intensity. So I saw the sisters off and returned home.
ただいま。ただいまです。戻りました。ただいま。まったく、うちを見た後だとやっぱりボロいわね、ここ。ああ、デザートお願いね。果物でいいから何かあるでしょ。
Ooh. Overtaken by a new sense of fatigue, I felt my shoulders buckle beneath an invisible weight. Okay. And it's 9:44. I think I've extended this one as much as I can. But this was an amazing session. Definitely my favorite one so far. A lot of Agaha in this one. A lot of confusion as well, if I might add. Definitely spent a lot of time just being so lost. Like, at one point it even felt like I was wondering if we were even in the same timeline, question mark. Like, if I had got back to a past event or something. Like, it was really weird at one point, but definitely starting from around the time of the quote-unquote date with Agaha, you know, I was definitely really, really enjoying it. And the progression throughout. So yeah, definitely really enjoying the direction this one is going in. I am pretty certain that this one is really nearing its end. I still have yet to really think of what I'll do in its place for when that happens. I feel like it might be within the next 2 sessions. Like if I'm not going to end up finishing up next session, then most likely by the session after that, I'll have finished this game up. Because I'm pretty sure we're nearing towards the end. I think we're already heading into summer, and at least strictly story-wise, the main thing that's left is to try and get to this passage of Cloud, and things seem to be progressing pretty well as far as the Ageha route is concerned. So I really feel like there's not that much left to this game, as well as I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I'll end up streaming this game even further, e.g. showcasing the other endings, which again, I'm at this point leaning more towards not doing that, because doing that, I feel like it'll just be me mostly skipping through a lot of stuff that I've already read. Because this first playthrough here, since I started part 1, it's more of the I'm fully invested into this and I'll read everything out. And then if I want to see the other endings, I'll likely just do that on my own time and skip through all the text that I've already seen. Like, I'm pretty sure that won't be entertaining to really see on stream at all. Even though I would like to, go into some of the other endings. I know if you guys are here watching this, that it's something that you guys could just look up as well. In case you're interested with seeing what Kotori's route would have looked like, or Amane's route, or either of the Kazado sisters. I'm pretty sure those are the only characters with an ending, and if you don't have any prerequisites to go onto any of their routes, then you just get, I don't want to call it a bad ending, but the sort of just, I guess neutral? I don't know. Either way, I'll definitely be wrapping up now. Just about an hour over my usual time, but again, definitely really enjoying this one, the direction it's taking, and I'll see you all next time for Twilight Princess. So definitely look forward to that. We'll be doing the ice dungeon and maybe a bit of what follows that. I'll have to see depending on how long that takes me. And as usual, if not tomorrow, then Wednesday for sure. But I'm going to aim for tomorrow for now. So keep an eye on my Twitter. And I'll let you guys know for sure as to what will be happening. Wednesday I'll try and do a bit more, considering that I have, birthday streams, so maybe even expect something a little bit different. Maybe not a playthrough per se, maybe more just some type of shenanigans, maybe a fun multiplayer game, something like that, because so far I've only ever been streaming these single player sort of type games. So, since there are birthdays, like 2 of them, Kane and Shelby, that are literally on the same day in like 2 more days, which is Wednesday, I'll definitely be trying to see what I can do for that. And see if I can, do something a bit extra in terms of the stream. So, yeah, I'll catch you all next time regardless of what ends up happening. And if you really want the truest of updates, just stick to my Twitter. Again, it shouldn't be, too hard to really keep up with. The information and such is down below. Well, I guess it's more to like one of these sides. No, this side. Yeah, it's more to the side there from where I should be pointing. My Twitter is always there. Follow me at Ichikyo underscore, as well as popping a subscription over on my YouTube. Again, it's something I still have to get off the ground, but it's always there for the same reason. I will be kicking that off sometime. I don't know when yet. It's been mostly on the back burner because I do want to focus more on the stream. But other than that, that will wrap up this session. So take care everyone and catch you all next time.
お待たせ。これでどうかな。ちゃんと聞こえてる？
See you later everyone.